They all got a really great start. Duna Gordillo gets caught up with her paddle. Seychelles has some clean water to make her way to the front. Marie-Carmen Rivera now finding her way into second.
It looks like the four favorites are all squeezed in, with Seychelles taking a lead over Marie-Carmen Rivera. So it is USA in first position, leading over Puerto Rico in second right now. Juliette Duhaime in third, and trying to make up for that shaky start. Duna Gordillo, the defending champion from Spain, currently sitting in fourth place with Natalia Novitskaya, very astonishing athlete coming from the outside. And joining Seychelles at the front, actually overtaking Seychelles, Natalia Novitskaya taking the first position at buoy number 1.
Wow, what a big overtake right there. She now has some serious clean water that Seychelles does not have. Marie-Carmen Rivera also right there. Is that Desi Wilmenke? It is. It's Desi Wilmenke, who came from lane 8. She did the exact same thing that we saw in the last heat. Used that current, did a little bit of board steering, took a slingshot around buoy number 1, is now finding herself into the 4th position.
Yeah, well, you see like Natalia just taking advantage of those girls getting caught up there. You saw Juliette and Duna really just sort of not getting their paddles into the water, getting caught up, and now having to really fight through the field to get to the front. It's going to be interesting around these next 2 buoys, and we're going to have to see how it all plays out. Seychelles had a great start, you know, pulling off, getting clean water. Natalia came across to the closing on her, and we saw Marie-Carmen coming into second now.
Yeah, it looks like Marie-Carmen Rivera now moving into second position, overtaking Seychelles. Seychelles now finding herself in third. Natalia Novitskaya, wow.
You have to be impressed by exactly Natalia Novitskaya. Definitely one of the dark horses. She was on the podium in 2021, if you all remember. But Marie-Carmen making a move on her right now. It seems to be working. That's a big push between buoy number 2 and buoy number 3 for the new sprint world champ, Marie-Carmen Rivera, the Infinity Speed freak on the ever ready, reaching buoy number 3 now in first place.
And there's another move happening right now. It looks like Juliette Duhaime overtaking Seychelles, moving herself into number 3. Lots of position changes before we even get to the 3rd buoy.
And my guess is that someone is smelling blood, and that's Duna Gordillo overtaking also Seychelles with a pretty radical turn at buoy number 3. Duna Gordillo now in 4th place, so virtually through to the big final this afternoon. She is the returning, defending world champion in technical racing.
Jesus,
wow. Go ahead.
Jesus, so tough when you get like sort of caught up on that buoy. You saw Seychelles had to slow down, and you saw Duna take advantage of that, and I think that's what all the athletes need to be looking for today, and Duna just nailed that going past Seychelles on that
And what's
buoy.
Seychelles thinking right now? I mean, that's got to hurt your mind for a second when you get overtaken by 2 people right on buoy number 3.
Well, absolutely. I think she turned the first buoy second, so it's like a really hard mental thing to struggle with, because you are all of a sudden going from a comfortable position to now really having to fight to get into that final, being in that 5th spot now.
Yeah, and now right now they're fighting against that current. You can see they just look absolutely like they're paddling through mud as they make their way from the left to the right. In the middle there, we've got a big dock sheltering them just a little bit. You can see it's blocking the wind, but there's no doubt it is not blocking the current. Marie-Carmen Rivera still finding herself in the 1st position.
Can I just point out that there's one big name missing from this competition? We don't have the pleasure of having Esperanza Barreras with us in Abu Dhabi in 2025. She was 2nd last year. She also won the long distance in 2024 in Sarasota. Esperanza Barreras, who couldn't make it to Abu Dhabi to defend her long distance title. Michael Booth's teammate from Starboard.
Yeah, she's not defending any of her 3 titles this year, so that's really opened the door for some new names, as we saw Marie-Carmen Rivera right now. Pretty exciting for her to make the sprint become our new world champion in sprint racing for 2025.
Oh, Duna Gordillo making a move now. Duna Gordillo pushing hard between buoy 6 and 7. Ahead of Juliette Duhaime, Natalia Novitskaya. Still looking strong though. It looks like we have our top 4 positions defined with Seychelles losing a little bit of stamina there in position number 5 with a much slower stroke than her challengers at the front.
Booth, talk about this, because this is where we've got that outside lane. Maybe there's a little more current, but they're going to get a smoother turn. Everybody's playing with where they want to be.
I think mostly Marie Carmen especially is backed off, is back half the race. You saw Duna make a couple little moves, sort of testing out what she's going to be doing in the final. So, look, they're all just conserving. I think, you know, the lane draws sort of go 5, 4, 6. So there's all sort of going to get middle lanes here. Ideally, you want to be sort of middle right, I think, in the final, but you sort of don't want to miss out or make a mistake. So it's all about just being nice and conserved, getting through to the finish line, holding your position, and yeah, just no falls. Like Natalia did that one the hard way there, but Duna was right on her. So that is a really challenging thing. But the girls have all done really awesome. It's great to see those ones who sort of got a bit beaten up at the start really fight back in and make that A final.
Duna Gordillo making her way from the back, currently finding herself in the second position. Natalia Novoskaya moving into third. Juliette Duhaime allowing her to be there. Number 4, Seychelles did not make the bubble. She will be moving to final B today. Desi Welmenke is, she's my dark horse for, you know, the weekend, making her way into number 6 position. She'll be moving to final B, but she kind of came out of nowhere and
Absolutely,
has really
yeah.
shown
Indonesia showed up with a pretty strong team and some new names on the circuit.